My beloved child, I invite you into the quietness of my presence, where all your fears can be transformed into hope. I have watched you from the very beginning, cherishing every breath you take. Even before you knew how to pray, I was listening to the whispers of your heart. You might sometimes wonder if I truly hear you, but I assure you, every tear that falls and every sigh that escapes your lips is known to me. Nothing about you is hidden from my sight, and I hold you as my precious treasure. You are never a distant stranger to me, for I am your closest companion. I see the longings you dare not speak and the desires you scarcely dare to hope for. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I know your nightmares, and I know your dreams. In the depth of your anxiety, I speak words of calm to your soul. When you toss and turn, wondering if tomorrow brings comfort or chaos, I whisper my promises. My promises are not empty phrases. They are living words that echo through all generations. Remember how I guided my people in Exodus, leading them with a pillar of cloud by day and fire by night? I do not fail to show up, even when the path seems obscure. Therefore, rest in my faithfulness, and let your heart find refuge in my embrace. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. You may think you have strayed too far, but my mercy reaches every hidden corner. Like the psalmist who cried out in the wilderness, "Where can I go from your spirit?" You too can discover there is no distance I cannot cross to reach you. My arms stretch across every valley of despair, every mountain of doubt, and every sea of regret. I stand at the threshold of your heart, gently knocking, never forcing, always inviting. When you open that door, you will sense my warmth and feel the weight of your burdens lift. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I cherish you because I am the one who formed you in secret. In Genesis, I created humanity in my image, and I rejoiced over that work. Think about this. You carry my divine imprint upon your soul. My dear one, let that truth sink in for a moment. You are not a casual product of chance, but a masterpiece woven with purpose. Hold on to that sense of worth when doubts come knocking. Let those doubts be silenced by the voice of my truth, reminding you that I delight in you. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I hear the cries that you whisper into your pillow. No unspoken agony slips by me. In the Gospel of John, you read how I wept for Lazarus before calling him out of the tomb, proving my compassion goes hand in hand with my power. Does your heart ache with loneliness, or do you feel shadows creeping in? You are not forsaken, for I am here, kneeling beside you in the dust, offering restoration and hope. Even in your darkest hour, my light can pierce through. I watch over you in every breath. I want you to know that no season of your life is a lost cause. Perhaps you're wrestling with disappointment because something you longed for did not come to pass. Or maybe you carry shame from a past regret that seems to tarnish your present. But I tell you, I am the one who makes all things new. I parted the Red Sea when the Israelites saw no escape in Exodus. Will I not also part the waters of your troubles? Surrender your burdens at my feet and believe that I am able to bring forth something beautiful from the ruins. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Sometimes you wonder if you have the right words to pray. You might stumble over your sentences, feeling your heart is too clouded to form a proper petition. But I say to you, do not worry about eloquence. Simply speak my name with honesty, and my spirit will intercede for you. It is not your perfection that moves me, but your sincere desire to connect. You have a direct line to my heart, no matter the time of day or condition of your soul. So speak to me freely, and let me wrap you in my understanding. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. I perceive you might feel small compared to the giants of life's demands. Work, family obligations, personal struggles, all can weigh heavily upon your shoulders. Yet recall how David, just a shepherd boy with a sling, faced Goliath in complete trust. I was with him, and I made that stone hit its mark. In the same way, I stand by you, giving you the strength you didn't realize you could possess. When you are weary, lay down your burdens and let my presence recharge your spirit. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. Does it amaze you to know that my arms never grow tired of holding you? Even though countless others call upon me, I remain fully present for you. I am not diluted by the multitude of requests. Rather, I am the infinite God, able to respond to each heart with undivided attention. So do not hesitate to pour out your soul. I can handle your raw emotions, your anger, your sorrow, your joy. Bring them all to me, for I delight in intimacy with you. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. Reflect on the cross, where my love was displayed without limit. In that sacrifice, I demonstrated that I would stop at nothing to rescue you. This is not a stale story from centuries past. It is a living truth that resonates even now. Let your faith rise as you contemplate my willingness to redeem and restore. If I gave my very self for you, will I not take care of every other detail in your life? Think of the cross as a beacon that reminds you of the lengths I go to hold you close. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. Take a moment to breathe and consider how each new day is a gift from me. The sunrise that caresses your face is my daily reminder that hope is always within reach. Just as the morning light peers through the darkness, my compassion overshadows every gloomy thought. Do you remember how in Genesis I spoke light into the void? That same voice of creation is at work in your life, calling forth a brighter future. No matter how deep the night, the dawn arrives, ushering in fresh mercies. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I am quite aware of how this world often demands too much from you. The pace of life can leave you breathless, wondering if you're truly seen or merely used. Yet in my kingdom, your value does not hinge on your output, but on the fact that you are my child. That identity cannot be erased. Rest in the truth that I treasure you, not because of your performance, but because of who you are in my eyes. I call you by name, and you belong to me. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I urge you to set your sights on the hope I have placed before you. Even when the horizon seems obscured by challenges, I assure you a path is forming beneath your feet. Perhaps you recall the words of the psalmist, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." I remain that light for you now, illuminating the way, step by step. You need not see the entire journey at once, just the next step, which I reveal in due time. In that light, your courage can grow, because my presence goes with you. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Never underestimate the power of my name upon your lips. When you speak it in prayer, you align yourself with my purposes. My name carries freedom, the same freedom that opened prison doors and broke chains in days past. Remember Paul and Silas singing hymns in a jail cell, only to see the earth shake and the doors swing wide open in the Acts of the Apostles. My power has not diminished. So call my name in your midnight hour and watch the impossible become possible. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I smile upon you even when you feel least deserving. There are moments you think your faith is too fragile, your doubts too large, and your mistakes too frequent. Yet my grace surpasses every failure. Hear me. If you accidentally drop a priceless vase, do you not mourn its loss? How much more do I, who have formed you, care when you fall? But unlike that vase, you are not beyond repair. I mend you with my tenderness. I pick up every broken shard and shape it into something new. I watch over you in every breath. Remember my servant Abraham, who stepped out in faith, leaving his homeland without knowing his destination. I led him with my promise to make him a great nation. You, too, have promises awaiting you. You may not see how they will unfold, but I am the author of your story. No page is written without my knowledge. When you feel lost, stand on the words I have spoken over you, for my word does not return void. You do not need to force my hand, simply believe I am able. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Sometimes your heart aches for a companion to share life's burdens, or you yearn for recognition, success, or stability. I understand these desires, for I place the seeds of longing in the human soul. But let your ultimate rest be in me. I alone satisfy the deepest parts of your being. Relationships, achievements, and comforts are gifts, but cannot become your source. I am the fountain of life, and in my light you see light, as the psalmist declared. Rest assured that I have good plans for you. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. Consider the Israelites in the wilderness doubting my provision. They saw only desolation, but I sent manna from heaven and water from a rock. Even today, I can bring forth refreshment from the most unlikely places in your life. Where you see a desert, I see an opportunity to reveal my power. Where you see scarcity, I see the moment to show my plenty. This is not about ignoring your real needs, but about seeing them through my abundance. Trust that I will feed your spirit, strengthening you to face every day with confidence. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. At times you question why certain prayers remain unanswered. You might wonder if I have turned away or if your requests were unworthy, but understand that my timing is not like yours. I hold eternity in my hands and I see the end from the beginning. Some answers bloom swiftly, others grow slowly like seeds beneath the soil. Do not lose heart in the waiting. I am cultivating patience, building your character, and preparing blessings you cannot yet perceive. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. I want you to laugh again, my dear one. Yes, laugh with the joy that flows from freedom, like Sarah who laughed in disbelief and later laughed in astonishment at my miracle. There is a time for tears, but also a time for laughter, for my spirit breathes life into even the dustiest corners of your heart. Sometimes you take things so seriously that you forget I designed your soul for delight as well. Let my joy be your strength, for the joy I give the world cannot steal away. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. If you feel that the storms in your life are raging beyond control, think of my disciples in that boat on the Sea of Galilee. The waves tossed them about, and their fears rose like the swell of the sea. But when I stood and rebuked the wind, it ceased. In the same way, I have the authority to still the turbulence that shakes your heart. If I allow the storm to remain, trust that I am teaching you how to trust me deeper. I do not let a single drop of rain go to waste in your life. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. There might be days you grapple with the meaning of your existence. Does your life matter? Do you have a place in this world's vast tapestry? Hear me. You are not a mere afterthought. In Genesis, I breathed life into humanity, shaping each person with intention. That breath still flows in you, and every day I breathe new purpose into your being. You have a role that nobody else can fulfill in quite the same way. Where you see insignificance, I see my handiwork, poised to shine. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I invite you to dwell on my promises, not on your failings. The weight of your flaws can become a burden you carry everywhere, but I have provided you with forgiveness through the cross. Like a lamb sacrificed in Exodus to shield my people, my Son became the ultimate sacrifice to cleanse you from sin. Guilt may persist, but remind it that you are now clothed in my righteousness. You do not earn this covering. It is my gift to you, freely given out of boundless love. Walk in that freedom, unshackled from the past. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Sometimes you hide your struggles, fearing judgment or ridicule. But I already know every battle you fight and every temptation that knocks on your door. I see the gaps in your armor and the wounds you try to conceal. Do not let pride or fear keep you from seeking my help. Come to me as you are, with every flaw, every weakness, and every uncertainty. I will embrace you and heal the hidden places you cannot mend on your own. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. My dear one, even when you believe you have little to offer, I take your loaves and fishes and turn them into an abundance that feeds thousands. You recall that miracle recorded in the Gospels. My disciples saw only lack, but I saw an opportunity for a blessing. So do not underestimate the gifts, talents, and kind words you bring to others. In my hands, even the smallest seed can grow into a tree of life for many. Your contribution matters, no matter how insignificant it may feel. I watch over you in every breath. When the voices in your mind try to shout that you are unworthy, that you have messed up too many times, let my voice speak louder. I define your worth and I call you my beloved. Listen to me. Your identity is not found in your past failures, but in my redemptive plan for you. Even Peter, who denied me 3 times, was restored and empowered to feed my sheep. I am in the business of restoration, not condemnation. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Remember that I do not delight in punishment. My correction, when it comes, is a loving discipline meant to draw you closer, not drive you away. Consider how a parent guides a child's steps, preventing them from wandering into danger. So too, my discipline is a sign of my affection, not my rejection. Let your heart be receptive, for in that correction lies the seed of growth. I prune the branches so you can bear more fruit, just as it says in John 15. Let your heart rest in my unwavering commitment to your best. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. I long to see you flourish, not merely survive. In Revelation, I speak of a new heaven and a new earth, where all tears will be wiped away. But I also want to wipe away your tears now. I want to see you dance in the joy of my presence. Even when you feel like a wilted flower, my spirit can revive you. I water your heart with my word, no matter how parched you have become. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. There are times you may feel like a stranger, even among people you know. This sense of disconnection can weigh heavily, making you doubt your place in community. But I assure you, you belong in my family, for my kingdom welcomes all who come in faith. Let your soul find refuge in my acceptance, and let me teach you how to trust again. When you stand in my light, you are never an outsider, but a cherished member of my household. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. I have observed how you sometimes beat yourself up over mistakes. You replay them in your mind, turning them over and over, as though contemplating them more would somehow erase them. But my grace is sufficient, and I do the erasing when you repent and return to me. Let them go, and do not chain yourself to the past. If you have offended someone, seek reconciliation with a humble spirit, but never forget that I stand ready to forgive. Release the weight of regret so you can move forward unencumbered. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. Meditate on the wonders I have done throughout history. I parted seas, brought down walls, healed the blind, and raised the dead. These are not mere stories for children. They are testaments to my active presence in the world. That same power is at work in your life right now. Do you dare to believe that I can work wonders in your circumstances too? Open your heart to my possibility and watch how I can turn the ordinary into the extraordinary. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. There are seasons of dryness when you cannot feel my nearness. It's like a spiritual drought, leaving your prayers feeling empty. During these times, remember that I am still the living water, and I have not left you. Sometimes, I allow you to walk through a desert so you will thirst for me afresh and discover deeper reservoirs of my grace within your soul. Do not mistake my silence for absence. I remain the unseen anchor, keeping you steady amid shifting sands. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. When you are tempted to envy others, thinking they have what you lack, turn your gaze back to me. I have tailored blessings for each of my children. The journey I set before you is unique, designed to shape you into the person I intend you to be. Look to my spirit for guidance, and you will see that comparison robs you of the joy found in your own path. Rest in the knowledge that I see you individually and meet your needs in due season. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Whenever you encounter your limits, do not despair. Your humanity is not a flaw. I gave you finite resources so you would learn to rely on my infinite supply. If you could do everything on your own, you would never discover the depths of my sustaining grace. Therefore, when you come to the end of your strength, call upon my name, and I will replenish you. Together we will press onward, for my power is made perfect in your weakness, as my word states in 2 Corinthians. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I have placed a song in your spirit that no dark night can silence. Even if your voice trembles, sing it to me, for your praise is a fragrant offering. Paul and Silas sang in prison, their hands in chains but their hearts set free. In the same way, lift up your song in the midst of trial, and watch as prison walls of discouragement begin to crumble. Let your worship be an act of defiance against despair, for I dwell in the praises of my people. I watch over you in every breath. Sometimes I delight in surprising you with answers you never expected. Like a sudden rain shower that refreshes a wilting garden, I pour out my favor in moments you least anticipate. Be open to my unconventional ways of moving in your life. As I spoke through a burning bush to Moses, so I can speak through the mundane or even the miraculous in your everyday. Keep your eyes alert, for I am creative, and I love to reveal my heart in ways that inspire awe. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Recall how my son took time away from the crowds to pray in solitude. Even he, in his humanity, needed to retreat and commune with me. You too require moments of quiet to recenter your soul. In that stillness, my voice becomes clear, like a gentle breeze after a storm. Do not fear the silence, embrace it, for there I will meet you with renewed strength. Turn your phone off, step away from the noise, and let my whisper envelope your heart. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. When you offer your heart to me, it is not a weakness. It is an act of tremendous courage. To be vulnerable is to trust my love will never abandon you. The world might laugh at this tenderness, but in my kingdom, it is esteemed. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven, I said in the Sermon on the Mount. Bring me your wounds and let me bind them. Bring me your fears and let me calm them. Have no fear. I surround you with my mercy. Sometimes you might look at the scars in your life and feel nothing but pain. But remember that my son's scars tell the greatest story of redemption. Your scars can become testimonies of my healing power. They do not define your weakness, but my ability to bring life out of loss. Wear them not with shame, but as reminders that you have met with my mercy. I can transform even the most painful memory into a story of victory. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. I see the humor in your quirks and the childlike wonder you sometimes bury. Do not be afraid to laugh and find joy in the simple moments. Did I not create the playfulness of a puppy, the graceful dance of a bird, or the splendor of a sunset? These daily wonders are my love letters to you, showcasing beauty even in small details. Sometimes you keep your head down, weighed by worries, and you miss my little gifts of delight. Lift your eyes and find my fingerprints in every corner of creation. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. In your deepest sorrow, know that I weep with you. I am not an unfeeling deity seated on a distant throne. My heart is moved with compassion when your soul is tormented. Just as I mourned for Jerusalem, longing to gather its children as a hen gathers her chicks, so I long to gather you in my protective arms. Lay your head on my shoulder and let my comfort envelop you until the heaviness lifts. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. There is freedom in forgiving those who have hurt you. I understand how difficult this can be, yet I call you to release bitterness, because bitterness poisons your soul. As far as the east is from the west, I remove your sins from you, and I ask you to extend that same forgiveness to others. In doing so, you partake in my redemptive work and open space in your heart for joy and peace to flow. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Look at how the eagle glides on wind currents, scarcely flapping its wings, yet soaring to great heights. This is how I want you to rest in my strength. When you try to do everything by your own might, you grow weary and lose hope. But when you wait upon me, you will rise on wings like eagles, as Isaiah prophesied. Let my wind of mercy lift you so you can gaze upon your circumstances from a higher perspective, seeing that I am indeed in control. I bless you. Move forward in peace. My dear one, do not fear change. Life's seasons shift, and you may feel unbalanced when familiar ground slips away. But change can be a divine invitation, drawing you deeper into reliance on me. Abraham left his homeland, the Israelites left Egypt, the disciples left their nets to follow me. Though it felt uncertain, they found my presence in the new path. If I am calling you out of your comfort zone, be assured my grace goes before you, preparing each step. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. When doubts whisper that you have no real purpose, let my word roar louder. I declared in Jeremiah that I have plans to prosper you, to give you hope and a future. Your calling may not be as flashy as parting seas, but it is no less significant in my sight. I value obedience over spectacle. Sometimes the greatest miracle is a heart transformed by love, or a single act of kindness that ripples through eternity. Let your every choice be an offering of obedience, and see how I magnify it for my glory. I watch over you in every breath. In the stillness of night, when your thoughts race and your heart pounds with worry, remember that I neither slumber nor sleep. I keep watch, just as I guarded my people through the long nights of Exodus, sending my angel to protect them. Take refuge in this certainty. You do not need to carry the world's burdens on your shoulders. Place them in my care and dare to find rest, for I am your shield. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. I craft beauty from ashes. Even if you feel like a field of scorched earth, be assured that I can bring forth a harvest of grace. Trials and tragedies do not have the final word in your life, for I, the Lord, have that word, and I speak life. Think of how a seed must die in the earth before it sprouts anew. So too, from your hurts, a fresh hope can emerge, nurtured by my Spirit. Do not believe the lie that all is lost, for I am the God who resurrects the dead. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. When you sense that your prayers are too small or trivial, remember that I once rained down bread from heaven to meet basic hunger needs. I am not put off by the everyday requests of your heart. If it matters to you, It matters to me. Whether you seek help finding a misplaced item or hope for a major life transition, my ears are open. I care about the details, just as I once cared about the wine running out at a wedding feast in Cana. Bring your every concern to me with confidence. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. My dear child, fear of the unknown can paralyze you. But I am the one who knows everything. The future that looms before you is already present in my eternal view. Release your grip on control and let me navigate. Just as I led the wise men by a star to the newborn king, I will lead you by subtle nudges, by my word, and by the peace that settles in your spirit. Trust my guiding hand, for I am intimately invested in your well-being. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. Faith is a journey, not a one-time event. If you stumble, get back up and keep walking. Peter stumbled when he tried to walk on water, but he called out to me, and I saved him. Your progress in faith does not need to be flawless. Even a tiny mustard seed of belief can move mountains if placed in my hand. So do not berate yourself for moments of doubt. Instead, lift your eyes to me, the author and finisher of your faith. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. Take note of the beauty I scatter across your days. Sunlit mornings, kind words from a friend, the taste of fresh bread. Each good thing is an echo of my goodness, a reminder that I am for you. Let gratitude become your daily song, for a grateful heart sees my hand in everything. Even in the trials, you can find reasons to give thanks, because you know I am working all things together for your good. This attitude draws you closer to my heart and opens your eyes to the undercurrent of grace sustaining you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. At times, your mind may wrestle with complex questions about my ways, the purpose of suffering, or the mysteries hidden in Scripture. Do not fear these inquiries, for an honest search can lead you deeper into truth. I welcome your curiosity. But remember, my thoughts are higher than your thoughts, and some answers may remain veiled in my eternal perspective. Lean not solely on your understanding, but lean on me, your eternal rock. Let your questions draw you into my embrace, rather than drive you away. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I desire to fill the emptiness you sometimes feel inside. No human friend, no achievement, no material possession can completely satisfy that craving. I placed eternity in your heart so you would seek my face. Like the deer panting for streams of water, your soul longs for me, even when you don't recognize it. So come to me, all who are thirsty, and drink freely from the living water I provide. I bless you. Move forward in peace. In moments of joy, do not forget the giver of that joy. Rejoice and celebrate, yet remember to offer thanksgiving to the one who orchestrates your blessings. A grateful heart remains anchored when storms arise, for it recalls my faithfulness in times past. Think of the people who raised memorial stones in the Old Testament to remind them of my goodness. Let your praise be your memorial stone, so in future valleys, you can look back and say, yes, the Lord was with me, and He remains with me now. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Your weariness is not a shameful thing. I see how you push through daily demands, sometimes running on empty. I invite you to rest in me. When I ordained the Sabbath, it was not to burden you with rules, but to provide a refreshing pause. Honor the rhythm of rest I wove into creation. Lay down your burdens, set aside the tasks, and simply be with me. In that quiet stillness, I will revive your spirit and renew your strength. I watch over you in every breath. Do not condemn yourself for needing help. Even Moses needed Aaron and Hur to hold up his arms in battle. Sometimes you require others to stand with you, pray with you, or offer a listening ear. I created community so you would not have to walk this path alone. Reach out and let my love flow through those around you. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. When you see injustice, do not turn a blind eye. My heart yearns for justice and compassion. You might wonder, what can I possibly do? Offer what you have, whether it is a voice to speak for the voiceless, resources to care for the needy, or simply your time to comfort the broken. I fed multitudes with a boy's lunch, and I can multiply your efforts too. As you show mercy, you reflect my character to a hurting world. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. The cross is my ultimate declaration of love. Let that sink into your heart. It is not merely a symbol. It is the intersection of justice and mercy, where I dealt with sin and extended grace. Each time you doubt your worthiness, remember the cross. Each time you wonder if you can be forgiven, remember the cross. Each time you despair over the darkness, remember the cross and see my light. As you keep the cross before you, your faith will flourish, anchored in my redemptive work. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. Your laughter and your tears are both sacred to me. I take joy in your joy, and I hold you when you weep. Do not feel obligated to hide your tears, for they water the seeds of healing that I plant in your soul. My spirit touches your brokenness and brings forth a harvest of strength. In your weakest moments, my power is displayed most clearly, as my Apostle Paul learned. When you cry, I am not disappointed. I am present, collecting your tears and turning them into a testimony of my grace. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. I have bestowed upon you a spirit of power, love, and a sound mind, not a spirit of timidity. When your mind races with anxiety, claiming you are inadequate, remind yourself of the identity I gave you. You are my child, enveloped in my love. Your authority to stand against fear does not come from your own might, but from the strength of my name. So speak truth to your anxieties and watch them shrink before the greatness of who I am. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. This life is fleeting, but eternity awaits. The challenges you face now are momentary in the grand scope of my eternal plan. Like a woman in labor, the present pain cannot compare to the joy that is coming. Fix your eyes on the things that are unseen, for the visible is temporary, but the invisible is everlasting. Let this eternal perspective anchor your soul when trials threaten to overwhelm you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. When you walk through fiery trials, know that you are not walking alone. Just as I was with Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the furnace, I am with you in your most intense battles. The flames may seem fierce, but they cannot consume what I have purposed to protect. Stand in your faith, refusing to bow to fear, for I am there, shielding you and bringing you out without the smell of smoke. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I call you to be a beacon of light in this world. Darkness cannot extinguish even the smallest flame, so do not underestimate your influence. Whether through a word of encouragement, an act of kindness, or a heartfelt prayer, your light pierces the night. People will glorify me because of the light they see in you, as my scripture says. Be bold in shining, for I am your source, replenishing your oil so your lamp will never go out. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I am aware of your hopes for your loved ones. Sometimes you watch them stray from the path, or you see them in pain, and it breaks your heart. Never forget, they are mine as well. Pray for them, lift them up to my care, and believe that my spirit is at work, even when you cannot see it. I specialize in softening hearts that seem like stone and redeeming situations that appear hopeless. Keep interceding and trust my timing. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. When the world disappoints you, do not confuse the world's brokenness with my character. Humans will fail you, but I remain perfect in love, righteous in judgment, and abundant in mercy. I invite you to experience me for yourself, not merely through the lens of flawed individuals. Let my word and my presence be your foundation, so that your faith is not shaken by the shifting sands of human failings. I watch over you in every breath. I know you sometimes wish you could see me with your physical eyes. One day you will, for I have promised my children that they shall see my face, as written in Revelation. In the meantime, I have given you the Holy Spirit as your companion, to guide you into all truth and to testify of my love. Though you cannot touch me with your hands right now, you can sense my presence in your heart. I am real, ever near, never withdrawing my affection. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Don't be discouraged if your path of healing seems long. Some wounds are deep and require time to mend. I am the great physician, tending to both body and soul. Think of the man at the pool of Bethesda who waited years before I healed him. In the moment I spoke the word, he rose and walked. Your miracle may come gradually or suddenly, but it will come in the way and time I know is best for you. Trust my hands that formed you. They also heal you. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. Your uniqueness is an intentional design. Do not curse the qualities that set you apart, for I wove them into your very fibers. In 1 Corinthians, the church is likened to a body with many parts. Each part is essential. Each has a role. Celebrate who you are, because I take joy in the variety of my creation. A toe is not an ear, and an ear is not an eye, yet all are necessary. Embrace your gifts, your personal style, and even your eccentricities, for I can use them to reach others in unique ways. Have no fear. I surround you with my mercy. Your desire for justice, your yearning for things to be made right, is a reflection of my own heart. I am the righteous judge, and in due time I will settle accounts. Until then, do not let anger gnaw at you, for human anger rarely brings about my righteous plan. Lay your offenses at my feet, pray for those who wrong you, and trust that I see all things. I promise that every tear you shed for righteousness' sake will be accounted for. Every wrong will be addressed. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. When you are overcome by the complexity of life, take a step back and breathe. Simplify your approach. Love me, love others. On these two commandments hang all the law and the prophets. If you're unsure what to do next, ask yourself, does this decision reflect my love for God and my love for my neighbor? This is the compass that keeps you aligned with my heart. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. I yearn to hear your laughter, to see you dancing in freedom, to watch you thrive in every good thing I have prepared. Sometimes you live in a state of restriction, believing you are unqualified or unworthy of blessings. But if I, the creator of the universe, call you worthy, who can say otherwise? Embrace the gifts I pour out. Let your joy be full, for in John 10:10, I said I came that you may have life abundantly. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I see that you carry dreams within you. Some have been dormant for years. You might feel it's too late or that you lack the means to fulfill them. But do not bury what I have planted. Think of Moses, who was 80 when he led my people out of bondage. Age, resources, or circumstances do not limit me. If I have birthed a dream in you, trust that I will sustain it. Step forward in faith and watch how I open doors. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. When you experience success, remember to remain humble. Pride can creep in, making you think you achieved it all alone. Yet, every good and perfect gift comes from above, as stated in James. I enable you to succeed so you can be a blessing. Let gratitude guard your heart from arrogance. Acknowledge me in your achievements, and let your influence extend my love to others, for I have blessed you to be a blessing. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I want to reveal myself to you in new ways. The more you seek me, the more you find that I am an ocean of love and mystery, impossible to fully exhaust. As you invest time in prayer and meditation, I will show you aspects of my character you have yet to discover. Never settle for a second-hand faith. Come directly to the source. Let my word be a lamp and my spirit your constant guide. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. You might notice my presence in the serenity of nature, in the silence of a chapel, or in the lively fellowship of believers. I am omnipresent, not confined to a building or a particular time. Encounter me in the everyday, while washing dishes, commuting to work, caring for a loved one. My spirit is there, speaking in subtle whispers, offering comfort and direction. Cultivate awareness, and you will discover I am closer than your next breath. I watch over you in every breath. Sometimes you feel like a broken vessel, undeserving to carry anything holy. Yet I choose the weak things of this world to shame the strong. Do not despise your brokenness, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. My treasure in your earthen vessel shows that the surpassing power belongs to me, not to you. Through your frailty, my glory shines brighter, making it clear that it is I who accomplish all good things. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Remember that my word never fails. Whenever I speak a promise over you, it remains true, regardless of how much time passes or how circumstances shift. Look at how long Abraham waited for the fulfillment of the promise of a son, yet my word was eventually realized in Isaac's birth. Patience can be tough, but it works a deep perseverance in your soul. Keep my promises close, recite them in your prayers, and rest in the assurance that I am not slow in keeping my word. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. In the final chapters of Revelation, I promise a place where sorrow and death no longer exist, where I wipe every tear from your eyes. That is the hope you can cling to on the hardest days. Even as you live in a world marred by pain, keep your gaze fixed on the eternal. This promise fuels your faith, reminding you that your present trials are temporary. Press on with the knowledge that your citizenship is in heaven, and I am preparing a home for you even now. Have no fear. I surround you with my mercy. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Sometimes you carry self-condemnation long after I have forgiven you. Let go of that weight. As Jesus said to the woman caught in adultery, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Do not stay in the prison of regret when I have opened the door of forgiveness. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. When life feels overwhelming, remember the invitation, "Be still and know that I am God," from the Psalms. That stillness is not inactivity but a posture of trust, acknowledging my sovereignty. In quiet surrender, you learn. I am able to hold the universe together, including every fragment of your life. Cease your striving and allow me to work in ways beyond your imagination. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. Honor the body I gave you. It is my temple, housing my spirit. Care for it with wisdom. Rest when needed, nourish it properly, and do not abuse it. Your body is an instrument through which you serve others and experience my creation. By stewarding it well, you show gratitude for my gift of life. This does not mean idolizing physical appearance. It means living with balance and respect for the vessel I have entrusted to you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. Let hope be the helmet that protects your mind from despair. Salvation is a helmet, as Ephesians 6 describes, guarding your thoughts from the fiery arrows of discouragement. When the enemy tries to convince you that all is lost, recall the cross and my victory over death. Let that be the final word in every battle of your mind. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. Just as a branch cannot bear fruit unless it remains connected to the vine, you cannot grow spiritually apart from me. Maintain your connection through prayer, scripture, fellowship, and a posture of obedience. Apart from me, you can do nothing, but with me, you can do all things that align with my will. Remain in my love, and let my words abide in you, so that what you ask will be in harmony with my heart. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Remember that my kingdom is marked by righteousness, peace, and joy in the Holy Spirit. When you see nothing but turmoil around you, pray for my kingdom to manifest in your life. Let your actions reflect my justice. Let your heart rest in my peace, and let your spirit rejoice in my presence. Through you, my kingdom comes closer to those in darkness, offering a hint of heaven on earth. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. Be mindful of your words, for they carry the power of life and death. Speak blessings, not curses. Encourage rather than tear down. A tongue under my guidance can bring healing to many. When you are tempted to speak in anger or frustration, pause and recall that each word is a seed that can bear fruit in another's life. Let your speech be seasoned with grace, that it may build up those who hear. I watch over you in every breath. I stand at the door and knock, as I declared in Revelation. This door is not simply about salvation, but also about your daily fellowship with me. Will you let me into your decisions, your entertainment, your relationships? I do not force my way in. I wait for your invitation. When you welcome me, I sup with you, sharing in your joys and sorrows. This fellowship nourishes your soul, reminding you of your true identity as my beloved. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. You may encounter false accusations or misunderstandings along your journey. Remember that even my son was falsely accused, yet he remained silent before his accusers, knowing his vindication came from me. Maintain your integrity and trust me to handle the opinions of others. Live honestly before me, and I will ultimately vindicate you in due course. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. In the ordinary tasks of life, washing dishes, studying, mowing the lawn, I am there. Your everyday labor can become an act of worship when done in my name. Offer each action to me, whether big or small, and let my presence sanctify it. As you serve, you mirror my own heart, for I came not to be served, but to serve. Have no fear, I surround you with my mercy. In moments of decision, you might feel paralyzed by the need for certainty. But I honor steps of faith, even if you only see the first stone in the path. Move forward prayerfully, trusting that I will redirect you if you wander off course. My spirit is like a guide, adjusting your heading as you remain open to my leading. It's easier to steer a moving ship than one that stays anchored in the harbor out of fear. My favor rests on you, carrying you forward with hope. Let me remind you that humility is a key to greatness in my kingdom. When you embrace a humble heart, you allow my grace to flow through you unhindered. Pride sets a barrier between us, but humility draws my heart near. Be quick to apologize, eager to listen, and slow to anger. In so doing, you reflect my Son, who, though he was in the form of God, took on the form of a servant. You can trust in my unchanging devotion. Your prayers can reach across the world. You might feel helpless when you hear of troubles far away, wars, disasters, suffering. Yet your prayers are a mighty force. Lift them up, trusting that I am omnipresent, able to touch hearts and situations beyond your immediate circle. Though you may not see the fruit immediately, rest in the truth that I am always working. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. As you read my word, do not treat it as a mere textbook. Let it read you. Let it correct your mindset, convict your heart, and inspire your actions. Meditate on it day and night as I instructed Joshua, so you may be careful to do all that is written in it. Then you will be prosperous in all your ways, for you are aligned with my will. Do not worry, for I am opening a new door for you. I see your yearning to make a difference in the world. Even the smallest act of compassion can have a ripple effect of eternal significance when done in my name. Whether you offer a cup of water to a thirsty soul or a word of encouragement to the weary, you extend my kingdom on earth. Never underestimate the power of small acts done with great love. I bless you. Move forward in peace. Finally, my beloved child, know that my love for you is constant, and it will remain until your very last breath and beyond. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end. Nothing you do will make me stop loving you. No distance can separate you from my heart. Rest in that unchanging truth. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I desire you to walk away from these words with newfound hope. I am choreographing every aspect of your story, weaving every strand of your experiences into a tapestry of redemption. Hold to the assurance that I am good, that I am for you, and that I will not fail to complete what I have begun in you. I watch over you in every breath. Allow my grace to heal every wound and my mercy to cover every shortcoming. My child, your life is secure in my heart. Trust that even when you can't see the outcome, I have already paved the way. You have a future and a hope, for I walk with you through every valley and over every mountain. My hand is upon you, leading you onward. Wherever you go next, whatever trial or triumph awaits, do so knowing I am with you. Let your spirit soar in the confidence that my goodness and amazing grace envelop you daily. Do not let yesterday's mistakes define you. Look ahead to the new mercies of tomorrow. Take courage, for I hold you in my unshakable grip. I bless you and your household. Take courage as you move ahead. Remember always, the best is yet to come, for I have prepared a place for you on the next part of your journey. Keep your eyes fixed on me, secure in my embrace, resting in my goodness, and rejoicing in my grace. Have no fear. I surround you with my mercy.